Hello and welcome back to the channel. In this video you will learn what are enums in TypeScript and why do we need to use them. So let's jump right into it. So here I already prepared a project to write TypeScript and we did it in separate video. I will link it here on the top and in the description box below. But in short, here we have source folder where we have main.ts, here we're writing our TypeScript, and we have a dist folder where our TypeScript transpiles TypeScript files to JavaScript. And we also use tsconfig.json, this is the configuration file for TypeScript. So here we specify our source directory, this is where TypeScript reads all our files, and output directory for dist. So the first question is what are enums at all? And this feature is called enumerables and it is really popular in static type languages. So let's check on the example what is it about. So here we have our object which is statuses, and this is an object with three keys. For example, we have status not started, and here the value will be 0, then in progress, and here the value will be 1, and done the value will be 2. And now we can use it across our whole application. For example, here in console log, we can write statuses.inProgress, and in this case it is really readable what it is about. But actually here is the value 1. Now we can try to write the same code using enumerables. This is why here I will comment everything out and create after this enum, and this is the reserved word to create enumerable. So here we are starting normally enumerables with big letter, the same like for example with interfaces. And here we are providing an object. And inside we have keys and values in the same way like we have in normal objects. But here we can write, for example, not started, with capital letter. Actually it doesn't matter, but this is also the code style. And here I just put comma and here is in progress, and the last one will be done. So the only difference is that here is capital letter and we didn't set values. Now let's check in console log how it will look like. So here we can write status dot, for example, in progress. And let's console log it now. As you can see here, we're getting 1, and this is the same 1 like it was here on the top. I can uncomment this block. As you can see here, we're getting 1 and 1, so the result is exactly the same. So actually, we created here enumerable status, and inside we have 3 properties. And this works exactly like just a plain object, where these are keys, so not started, in progress, done, and the values are starting from 0 and then 1 and 2. And in this case, we can write here status.inProgress, and we're getting here 1. Now the question is, what is the benefit then to use enums if we can write the simple object? The main point is that here we used it like a value, so status.something. But we can also use it as a data type, and this is the main benefit. So here we can create one property, for example, not started status. And we can say that this is of type status, and here we're using our status.notStarted. So as you can see here, we can use status both as a data type and as a value. So now we have this not started status of type status, which actually means if we will change it from const to let, so we can at least change it, we can write here not started status and here assign something. But the interesting part that we can't, for example, assign here a string because type foo is not assignable to type status. So actually our enum is a data type, and now we can assign here only our statuses. In this case we can write here status.done, for example, and then we don't get an error. So this is really nice because in our case with statuses and just an object, we can't really validate data types, and we can't really check, okay, this is this data type, and we can't assign something else there, and we can only assign these available statuses. So by default, as you saw, enums has values like 0, 1 and 2 and so on, but it's not comfortable, so normally programmers want to work with strings, just because we can put some information inside string that people can read. 0, 1 or 2 like numbers doesn't make any sense. This is why here we can assign values in the same way like we are doing in object. But the main difference is that we are using here equal sign and not colon, and this is, I think, the most common mistakes that people make. So here we can assign a string not started, then in the next one it will be string in progress, and the last one it will be done. So this is how we can assign values to our status. Now let's reload the page. As you can see, we're not getting 1 anymore, but we're getting string in progress. And this is really nice, and normally all people are using enums with strings. Also, it is really common to use enums in sign interfaces. And actually, if you missed my video regarding interfaces, I will link it here on the top also. Let's say that here we have some interface. For example, let's create interface for a task, and inside task we have ID, which is string, and we have status. And here we can specify that this status is of enum type, so this is status. And now inside this status, inside task, we can provide only our enum and nothing else. So we are on the safe side, and this is why I highly recommend you to use enums for all constants in your application. Also, in the same way like we wrote previously interfaces, it is a nice practice to prefix or postfix somehow your enums. This is why here we're seeing status and we actually don't know what is it. Is it an enum, an interface or a class? This is why I highly recommend you to write like this. We can write here status enum, for example, and then here we can change it to status enum. In this case, with this line, everybody can see that this is exactly an enum. It's not an interface, it's not a class. And I highly recommend you to do the same stuff for all your entities in the project. So enums is a super important part of TypeScript knowledge, and this was everything that you need to know about them. Also, if you want to improve your programming skills, I have a lot of advanced courses regarding different web technologies, and I will link them down in the description box below, so don't forget to check them out. And if you like this video and you want more content like this, don't forget to put thumbs up to support me and subscribe to the channel. And if you didn't like this video, consider watching it once again on increased speed. And I will see you in my next video.